Yeah. I'm going to start professional and then I'll come to personal. Professionally, I would say the trauma-informed approach that you use is like not new to me. It's definitely the world that I've been transitioning into, but there's like this real grounded sense of the two words that come to me are like the therapeutic relationship and the person-centered approach. Things that I had kind of been trying to implement, but like really giving words to those and what they mean and like truly honoring that. Like previously in my coaching trainings, they might say like, oh, it's about the client. Like it was very loosely, it was still, but this like really gave a grounding to what that really means and how to honor that both like mentally, energetically, and just in everything that I bring to the training. So like to me, that like opened up this whole new world and allowed me to see my clients and ultimately over time see myself in like a whole new way that's like softer, more gentle, that like removes my agenda and that allows me to like really be there with them. And what I think has been beautiful and why it's such a big takeaway is the experience my clients have appeared to have as I integrate this more and more is one that honors them and like one that they feel grateful for and one that they feel aligned with. And like, to me, that's the beauty of all of this. So I'd say like, that's one of the biggest takeaways is this like, I don't know if softer is the right word, but like meeting people where they're at and helping them with whatever they need in that moment and really like other focused has been like even life-changing. The ripple effect that's had in the rest of my life, like I see it in my training and in my coaching, but even in my personal relationships and my family relationships, I have become somebody who begins to represent that, which is really nice. Like even my family be like, wow, you're just like the one guy I really feel safe speaking to. And I'm like, oh, interesting. That's kind of like what my clients say. Like I don't just see it in one area of my life anymore. And that's really meaningful. You know, even my sister will reach out and be like, hey, you're the one guy I feel like I can talk to. And so it's like, I mean, that to me is invaluable to have my sister want to see me in that way, as well as my clients. So that's a beautiful takeaway. What is another takeaway? I mean, I probably could go on forever, but I would say like the thing that really stands out to me is like the power of the breath and that it's not like, it's like the first thing and the last thing we're ever going to do in this like 3D world anyway. And so there's like this, the power of connecting to it. And actually the word I would use, and you said this before, is like, how can we help somebody cultivate more presence with themselves? And like, how can we also cultivate more presence with ourselves? And to me, I've now even seen in all of my coaching, like since I've done this, we start every session with like a small amount of breath work. Whenever something is like arising, we allow ourselves to anchor into the breath. In my own life, when I'm out in the world, if I'm activated or I'm excited, I can hone back into my breath. And I've seen that there's like, the breath is like, is life. And I think I used to logically get that, but now I like feel it. I'm like, oh, the breath is life. And I feel that I bring that to other people, and my clients would text me. They're like, oh, something happened that I found myself breathing. And I'm like, yes. Like, and like those little moments to me are everything. So that's been a huge, like, because people then, they get to know themselves. They get to feel themselves. They get to just be with themselves. And like, I don't know if there's anything more beautiful than that. As someone who has also got to know myself and be with myself more than I ever have. From the start of the training to now, it's like, I thought I knew myself, as we all do. And then now at the end of the training, I'm like, well, I know myself more than I ever have. And I also feel more connected to something greater than me than I ever have, which is, yeah, feels very freeing.
Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful to hear you to share that and reflect on that. And I mean, I really agree with you. I feel that this breath work is so much about teaching us or helping us to come home to ourselves and to come into relationship with ourselves and also relationship with life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it actually makes me think, like, because we call it the medicine a lot of times. And I actually was thinking about this when I was doing my like reflection, and it was like, I think to call it medicine is actually an understatement, like in some ways, because like it is a gift. It is like life-giving, life-breathing. Like, yes, it is also medicine, but it's like the greatest gift you'll ever receive, I believe, has been through the breath. And wow, it's like, oh yeah, there's like something that's like far deeper than words could ever explain. And having to get into experience that, and now like getting to hold space for others to experience that. It's like you see them come out, and sometimes they can say it in words, sometimes you see it in their eyes, but there's like something's different that will never be the same again. And like they're more of who they wanted to be. And like what a gift. Yeah.